Okay, moving on to the next question. This question is directed at Mr. Lopez, Mr. Mara, Mr. Mays, and Mr. Orange. Suppose the district were required by Congress to have a ballot measure on equal marriage rights. Suppose further that a majority of those voting opposed equal marriage rights. As a member of the council, what steps would you then propose to take? Mr. Lopez.
I support equality for everyone, 100% across the board. So I would organize a campaign against that. I think you should love and marry whoever you want. So I would organize the community. I would reach out to everyone across the country to begin a movement to combat that. Congress has no right to interfere in D.C. matters. They shouldn't overturn any laws that we've already passed. We should continue to fight for equality for everyone. I'm 100% proponent of gay marriage. That's what it is.
Mr. Mara?
First of all, I believe we have very weak ballot measure laws, and so our council can overturn a ballot measure. I could be wrong, though. Secondly, first of all, I was the only one on this panel, I believe, who testified in favor of marriage equality before the D.C. Council, which is pretty amazing considering over 200 people, and I've already seen about 5 or 6 people in the room who testified. But I was the only one who testified in favor of marriage equality. I lobbied Congress, over a dozen members, very conservative, from Jason Chaffetz, who everyone may have read about in the city paper, to Scott Brown, more progressive, to leave us alone. I think this is one of the most important things I have to offer, is my ability to get through to members of Congress, Republican members, that they need to leave us alone. We are not effectively advocating now this message to Republican members. We do a great job meeting with Democrats and getting the message across to Democrats, but we just do not do that with Republicans. So I would do whatever it takes, as I have with marriage equality, in my own way, to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Mr. Mays?
I believe your question was if a majority of the citizens of the district voted to essentially reject the Marriage Equality Act. Because I have a high degree of respect for law, I think it should be implemented. And then use the bully pulpit of a council member in order to educate the public as to why we need to move forward to reverse that process. First thing is honor the citizens' vote. Once that is done, we can then move forward, talk to the citizens. I believe that for young people and for people across the city, marriage equality is something that is going to happen, has happened already, and in your scenario is going to continue to happen. And so we need to make people aware of it and not let people react to maybe their past prejudices or something, but implement the law, because as a lawmaker you cannot expect people to have fidelity to laws you implement if you do not.
Mr. Orange?
Yes, I believe the question was that if Congress mandated that there be an election in the District of Columbia, then how you would address that. As a council member, the first thing you want to do is get all the council members to unanimously support marriage equality, and then get out into your communities and make sure that we have the votes to win the election. And also you get the mayor, you get everybody on board and move forward. And really it should be an easy victory. One, we don't want Congress interfering in our business. And we have several things that going in our favor. One is the lower court has ruled in favor of marriage equality, the Court of Appeals has ruled in favor of marriage equality, and the Supreme Court refused to hear the case. So we're on solid ground. So it would just be, a Congress up there meddling in the district's business, and this gives us an opportunity to tell them to go shove it, and I believe that we would win. And also, for the record, my last 10 seconds, as a Democratic National Committee man, I voted in favor of marriage equality, and also had the opportunity to join.
For my follow-up, I wanted, I think it seemed like there was some confusion about the question, and I wanted to maybe give Mr. Lopez a chance to talk specifically about what he would do as far as steps if there were a ballot measure forced by Congress, and then the vote in such a ballot measure came out to be against the marriage equality law?
Again, I don't support any form of discrimination. I would fight it. Quite frankly, if the majority of the residents of the District of Columbia voted against a gay marriage and wanted to overturn the law, I would do everything humanly possible to try to stop it from being implemented. It's just, we're in 2011. Discrimination shouldn't exist here in this city. So whatever that includes, it'd have to be an effective strategy that we could carry out. I don't know at this moment, but you would have my full commitment to come out and do everything to stop it from being changed.
And since there's 18 seconds, quickly, Mr. Mayor, you said that the council can vote to overturn those. Does that mean-
You're right, I misunderstood the question.
Okay.